do the what do you call it? The video thing.
He said it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Sports and Shtuff. Your host Vince, co-host Eric and Ryan, back for some more stuff. Kudos to Ryan and Eric for coming up with just a lot of different stuff to talk about here. I got to get on my game and come up with more stuff topics myself. Will and I have been so focused on all the different sports that are happening. That's why it's good to have 2 and 2. 2 guys focusing on the stuff, 2 guys focusing on the sports.
I am good with the stuff.
Yeah, you guys are. All right, so we're talking about sporting events. Are we going to do live or are we going to do at home with the boys watching it on TV? Or could you go either way? So, I will say, I think we can all agree here. Major League Baseball, if it's in person, even if you don't like baseball, the whole atmosphere, right? You got 9 innings, you're just hanging out. You can talk whenever the heck you want. No one's going to care. You don't have to be silent. You don't have to be loud. You can do whatever.
You're supposed to be loud.
Yeah. You can drink some beer, eat a hot dog. Food. Oh, yeah. Ballpark food is the best. And you have think about Camden Yards, right? You have the Old Bay crab shuffle. The 3 crabs, you're trying to find which baseball is under which crab. You have the hot dog race. That's classic.
$50 T-shirts. Who doesn't want that?
I will say baseball, going to a baseball game is probably the chillest out of all of the sporting events.
Yeah, it's an experience.
Yeah, it's just it's a place to go to chill with boys.
Exactly. You got some SK hot dogs. Boog's barbecue at Camden Yards. You got, there's a place for the kids. You got kids to the bounce house and everything else. It's a full on experience. We're also spoiled because Camden Yards is one of the nicest ballparks in the MLB. And also, it's just fun to see because I feel like you don't have a really bad seat, matter what you're watching, because the field's so big, the outfield, the infield, you get the different views depending on where you're sitting. Typically MLB tickets, unless your team is insanely good, are reasonably priced compared to the NFL or the NHL or the NBA. So out of all the other main professional sporting events, I feel like those are the most reasonable tickets to buy. So just overall, I think the experience itself is just a lot of fun. And you have to be a diehard to watch on TV every day. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe you guys disagree with me, but I feel like we can all agree on that. No.
Yeah, I agree with you. I said home at the beginning, but I don't know. I'm also not really much of a baseball fan myself, so
there it is.
Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
ADHD, man.
Oh, definitely in person. I just can't watch baseball on TV. I'm also not gonna pay for all these subscriptions to do it. So I'd rather just pay and buy a ticket. So
that's a subject for a different video.
Yeah.
Streaming services and subscriptions, please.
You want to move into NFL?
Yeah. Go ahead. Lead us off there.
Okay. I'm going to start it off where everyone's going to hate me, and I'm going to say that I prefer to watch games at home.
Nope. I agree with you.
I like watching it on the TV.
I can't believe this. Again, we are all in agreement. We are all in a vehement agreement. And here's
NFL
why.
Home is the best.
Here's why. All right. And I know, Ryan, maybe you want to go first, and I can give my take on that. But you
can jump in.
Oh, okay. Well, for one, you're not paying $1 zillion to pay for parking. 2, the traffic to get to the stadium, that's a hassle. 3, the tailgaters themselves. Tailgating can be fun, but it's you're doing it all the time. It's just obnoxious dealing with all the drunk tailgaters. Inside the stadium. Now we're going from outside to inside the stadium now. Inside the stadium, you do not have the greatest of views depending on where you're sitting. Some of these upper deck seats, especially the upper deck corner seats, are not very good to see. The perception on what the play is, how many yards they actually got when they run a play, it's really hard to tell that. you have to look at the jumbotron. And in some video experiences at certain stadiums, jumbotrons aren't that jumbo. Like the Commanders, one of the worst NFL experiences. Another reason why Dan Snyder is despised, among many other reasons.
Well, like Vince, you sort of like touch base on like my biggest reason, and it was like it just seems that like when you're in person, you don't have the best view, but like in TV, they're showing you replays and stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, like that's a
Correct.
bonus right there. You can like immediately rewind stuff if you missed it, or you can rewind it if it was good.
Yeah. And also the commentators. I feel like watching a football game without broadcast, without a color commentator and a play-by-play guy, it just doesn't feel the same. It just feels like I'm watching a sporting event, but I'm like, I could be watching that anywhere. I could be watching Pee Wee football. I could be watching high school football because it's just someone over the PA announcing what happened during the play, and then occasionally TV timeout. It's just silence, and then there's some promos that run. I don't know.
It's ironic because like it's almost more engaging to be at home, even though you're not at the field. It's almost a little bit more engaging to be watching NFL at home versus
and I'll get to the pros of that because I'm so far just been focusing on the negatives of why not to go.
Yeah.
And then of course the traffic coming out. I mean, I remember for my bachelor party, we went to that Thursday night game, Ravens against the Jets.
Oh, it's a risk of like life or death.
It took me 5 hours to get home, and I live 15 minutes from the stadium.
Yeah.
5 hours. I am not exaggerating. From the time I left the stadium, got to I forget, I think we parked. The parking was so hard to find. There was no garages that were available. So having to go all the way like 20 blocks to get to my car. And then we waited multiple hours because of construction and everything else in the city. Yeah, it was just a hassle.
Yeah, I honestly kind of forgot how I got home. But I just remember like, yeah, it was like horrible. I remember I think I Ubered or something with Ryan. Did I go?
No,
alone?
you rode with me and Will, and
I was like, you guys didn't Uber, you guys rode
had
together.
a much better parking spot.
Okay, I think okay.
Lucky.
I guess Ryan was my Uber. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. I think
Also,
Eric
like,
but it did take
NFL tickets are crazy expensive, like ridiculously expensive. Like the cheapest tickets are going to be way more expensive than a middle tier
like
MLB
decent
ticket.
MLB, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Also, the food's upcharged like crazy. I mean, you're going to get that anywhere. It's not just the NFL. Pros for being at home. One, you control the volume of your TV. You control the atmosphere. You have all the party food, all the snacks. You're watching with your friends. You're in a much more... You can concentrate on the game because there's less going on around you. Yeah. Baseball, you don't have to concentrate as much. Football, every single play, because it's start, stop, TV timeouts. A lot of these bang, bang plays that refs are trying to like review if there's challenges. And you can watch it, like as Ryan mentioned, the replays are super crucial. It's hard. Replays at a live event, typically it's harder to like focus on that. And also you're with family and friends and you don't have to go anywhere. Or if you're going somewhere to like a friend's house to just hang out. I don't know.
No, those are all valid.
What's that?
Those are all valid.
Yeah. I've thought about that one. The NFL that was my biggest take. Like,
yeah,
Ryan, we don't hate you. We're on board with you there. I think.
I figured a lot of people are more for going to NFL games, and I mean, I get it. Like, you want to get hype, you want to like get hype with all the fans, but I'd just rather be more comfortable at home and just kind of be able to get more of that better viewing. I think, unless you're going to pay for them tickets. If you pay,
unless you want to pay your life savings for season tickets. All right. Do you want to move to basketball?
Sure. I guess Eric, do you want to kick us off there?
Yeah. So I've watched neither at home or.
All right, Vince, you want to take over?
I have watched one basketball game. It was a college basketball game. It was
Was it in person?
Yeah, men's basketball at college.
Who was it?
Go Hokies.
Oh, Virginia Tech, nice.
Was it?
We watched about like 4 or 5. It's interesting going to a basketball game. I've never really followed basketball too much. I'm sure everybody who's following us and subscribed to us has noticed that I'm not really into basketball or baseball too much.
Get picked by mascots, man. I think people got it.
But
Which,
I mean,
by the way, was my
cool.
dad's favorite video of
really?
all of the videos we've ever posted was yours, and I resent him for that.
I think I only had like what? I think I picked 4 or 5 teams. I got like 1 right or something.
Yep, he had one video.
Hell yeah!
Out of the 60 we've posted.
Damn straight. I'm strong here. I'm doing strong.
Yep.
No, but
Eric, do you think you'd be more engaged if you were at the basketball game or if you were watching it with people who are into basketball at home?
Ooh, that's a good question. Ryan's clearly thought a lot about this.
Yeah, no, actually, that was actually a pretty good question.
It's a legit question.
Probably at home, honestly. Like, because at home, same with the NFL, same with any kind of sporting events. In my opinion, I can stop and ask questions. If I were at the basketball game, I'd be asking a question and like fucking 3 or 4, minutes later, then I'd probably get the answer and already, whatever happened, and we can't really go back and review. I mean, we're in the time of streaming, so we can stop any point. We can replay at any point. It's not like live TV anymore. It's just all streaming. So that's my take on
different episode.
It's not right.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, different episodes for streaming.
I'm messing again, but yeah.
Yeah.
He's right. You're right.
But yeah, I mean, bottom line is, for me personally, I'm not really big into sport as like basketball or baseball. And I mean, I'm into NFL. I'm into college football. I like that stuff. I follow that stuff. It's a lot of fun for me. But basketball and baseball for me, yeah. I mean, if somebody were to teach me how to do it or teach me how to watch it and
teach you how to basketball.
Yeah, teach me how to basketball. Teach me how to baseball.
I'll teach you the basketball.
I will teach me the basketball. I'd be at home first.
I teach you to baseball.
As soon as I kind of get a grasp of it, I'd be down and go to a game.
All right. Well, so for this one for basketball, I go both. I like both, and here's why. Watching at home, it's a similar argument for watching any sport at home. Basketball is so entertaining because even when the game is slowed down, especially with college basketball, the atmosphere is it's always tense. There's always something at stake. You know that they're drawing up plays. The coaches on the sidelines are screaming because they're trying to draw up some sort of defense or some sort of set.
You see them pacing back and forth. And
every defensive set from possession to possession might change. They might start in a 2-3 zone. They might go man-to-man. They might go full court press. You just never know what's going to happen from each possession from basket to basket. And, of course, you have the buzzer beaters. You have, the half-court shots, also for another video. You have just a lot of these different unlikely outcomes that are more likely than you might think. And so you're bracing for that to happen. Watching that with friends at home, like you're going to get, like if someone makes a buzzer beater, you get pumped and celebrate with your friends. However, if you're at the game itself, it's cool to see all the student sections. Now I'm talking about college here. Student sections getting hyped like Virginia Tech or a Maryland or a Penn State, any of these big schools who have wild student sections, just to see the atmosphere of like the gym shaking. You can feel the stands shaking and you can hear it rumbling.
Well, I was going to say another topic is, what is better, professional or college?
Oh yeah, that absolutely. I got hot takes there, but yeah, NBA I haven't been to as much, but just in general, I could go. I love basketball a lot, so I could be both either at home or live, and I'd be happy. What about you, Ryan?
I mean, I kind of prefer watching the basketball games from home because I definitely have like a type of cheering that they don't allow in most arenas. But
yeah, There's probably certain obscenities you can't scream at the arena that you can scream.
I was gonna say, explain that one.
I mean, I guess I'd say like in person's great. I would definitely like to go to more college games next year, but like NBA wise, I don't know if I'd want it. I have been to an NBA game before. It was a long time ago. It was the Wizards. They didn't win.
Shocker.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd
joke
say
of a
like in
franchise they
person
are.
basketball can be great, but like I'd still prefer to just watch it at home, like or just kind of like.
We should
chill with
definitely go to a
people
Maryland
and
game, though,
watch
all
it.
of us. That's an
Oh, yeah.
experience, dude. Maryland,
Storm the court.
those students are insane. Like legitimately screws loose in the head type crazy. Like it's a wild experience.
Castle Coliseum, anybody?
Okay. All right.
I want to get that in Virginia Tech again soon. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a really long
I've never
time.
been to the old Blacksburg. I want to go see the campus.
Oh, it is an experience. And when I say that, it really isn't.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
basically one street, bunch of stop signs, and a shitload of bars.
Just like West Virginia, Morgantown.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing.
You will.
What do
Alright.
you guys think of soccer?
You won't go thirsty. What?
What do I think of soccer?
Neither.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Yikes!
Is the silence. It's crickets.
I'll go on. I'll go on. I'll say like I really like for me soccer's the same thing with baseball. I can't watch it on TV. It's just not entertaining to me on TV. In person, I could probably get into it.
Oh, I
Like
could see myself
that-
getting into it in person because of the
Yeah,
fans.
well, that's what we're talking about.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Fair enough.
What
I just
are we
have never
doing
been to
here?
a. I've never been. I've never
Like,
watched
if I
a
go
full
to- if I went
soccer
to-
game.
If I was invited to like a World Cup, that would
Yeah.
be,
Okay.
that
You
would
got
be
me
Yeah,
there.
let's
very
invite
awesome.
Eric to the World Cup.
Somebody, please. Yeah. Just.
I mean, I've never been to the World Cup. I've never
be
even
down.
seen a
Is it-
DC United
Eric-
game.
Eric, your invitation is right behind Salt Bays.
No, but
I don't really understand what that means, but okay.
Oh Jesus!
Salt Bay.
Salt Bay had he was all over the field on the World Cup, harassing Messi and touching the trophy, which is not allowed unless you're a player or a coach.
What's a salt? What's a salt
And
bay?
he officially got banned, dude. What?
Who is that? What is this?
Oh come on, man!
I don't know anything about soccer. I'd rather watch paint dry.
It's
on
not.
a wall.
He's
He's
not
not
even a
about
soccer
soccer.
player,
He
dude.
is
He
not
just
about
does
soccer.
meat.
He is all
Eric,
about
are you pulling it up?
touching meat.
Oh,
It's that fool,
yeah. I've seen the gif of that. but I
Vince.
haven't-
That dude got straight up banned from World Cup. Like they just
Oh,
said,
he
you can't
stormed
come
the
back.
field.
No, he. I think he was invited on the field, but he was acting like a fool on the field, and
Hmm.
like he was like making a.
Yeah,
It
he
looked like
acted-
he was making a bunch of players uncomfortable.
Well, he makes me uncomfortable when I just.
Yeah, that one visual that Eric just shared for those who are listening only. That was I just cringed.
Yeah, he enjoys his meat.
I will say Mark Andrews does that celebration where he sprinkles a little bit of salt, then hits the first down. He makes that look cool. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I don't know anything about soccer, man.
All right, so let's move on from soccer. What's another sport you want to
NHL,
talk about?
man.
In
NHL.
person?
NHL,
on.
dude.
Come on.
NHL.
I went to one game. NHL immediately in game, never at home. I've seen some
telling you,
games
man.
at home. I watched the Stanley Cup back in
Yeah, remember we watched it at Sonoma's
Sonoma's. Yeah,
with Jen.
I mean it was fun. Don't get me
That
wrong.
was fun.
3 fireball shots because they won, dude. That was
Awesome.
Awesome. awesome.
My my cousin-in-law has the hockey what do they call it? Like the hockey alarm bell. Every time
Oh,
they
yeah.
score, it goes off. So he has an app where every time the Capitals score live, it goes off in his like basement. I'm like, that is a sweet setup.
Yeah, I kind of need to get that too. That's cool as shit.
I mean, I think this one's obvious. I mean, hockey in general. I don't care if you're watching, street hockey. Just watching people beat the living hell out of each other with swords on their skates.
And the refs
And-
just let it go down.
Yeah,
oh,
they
well.
fight. Like,
Yeah.
I've been to a Hershey Bears game. I've been to a Capitals game. It's way easier to follow the puck when you're at the actual event versus on TV, it looks like a speck, and you have no idea where the puck is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're just guessing.
And I think the cameras, like I was watching the camera, like I'm a tech person, so of course I'm looking at the camera and how they work. Kind of like works like AI face tracking. So, I mean, you're expecting a camera to basically pick up a puck the size of like this hard drive right here, and it's like it's gonna
Also,
miss it
moving
sometimes.
a billion miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly. And these slap shots are like fucking brutal. So
Also, you can feel the hits into the boards no matter where you're sitting. Even if
yeah.
I felt a hit into the board, I was sitting upper deck. Ovechkin leveled this guy, and I'm like, if I can feel it up here,
Dude, I was 5 rows back. I was
yeah,
four rows back. Excuse me. I was 4 rows back, and it was intense, dude. Like
you're seeing
it was
grown men just fight legally, like actually just fight each other.
yeah, exactly. It is amazing. It is the only sporting event that I can say that I genuinely have never been to and enjoyed 100%. Like I can't wait till the next time I go to a Capitals game.
That might be this one sport that might be more intimidating than the NFL in terms of the violence. It's like
Oh,
right up
absolutely.
there.
Oh,
I mean, the
absolutely.
NFL. I mean, the NFL. They say that the equivalent of one NFL game is if like one of us got into a car accident 3 times. If we were to play in one NFL game, that'd be the equivalent of us crashing our car, like not just like a light accident, like a violent car accident 3 times.
Well,
So
I've
yeah,
never heard of that,
but that gives you an
Jesus.
idea of the damage that does to the violence of these sports.
Yeah.
So let's see. What's another sport?
Okay, well, we did
Tennis.
football,
You guys ever been to the Olympics? Yeah, me neither.
but
I will say I've been to a tennis match.
Oh, that's close.
I've been in a tennis match. I've played tennis.
Look at
Okay,
that. That
that's not
counts.
it.
I'll
All right.
count that.
Okay. You do what makes you feel good, I guess. I watch pro players. Lou took me to a tennis tournament. It was at Pro-Am the City Open. I think it's like the step below the Djokovic's and the Nadals of the world kind of. But watching them hit the ball back and forth, we were sitting in that play. Somehow we got in the player's box. Like Lou had a connection with this guy who literally got us seats in one of the players' boxes. So we sat next to his coach. Like it was so cool to see him like cheer every time he had a nice return. But seeing how fast that ball is hit back and forth and how low it is coming over the net versus watching it on TV, you appreciate it 1,000 times more. Like it's crazy how fast, and like these guys aren't even like top of the top, but they're like insane. Yeah. So
No,
I
I mean,
I
like-
like tennis better in person.
Racket sports get a lot of hate, in my opinion, because I mean I play
Especially
a lot of-
ping pong.
Pickleball
Well, that's just big ping pong.
or little tennis.
it's medium racket.
Dude, pickleball is like the most popular out of all of those racket sports right now. It's trending.
Yeah, and I swear to God, it's because of the name.
It's also just a lot of fun to play. I mean, I really enjoy playing it. Lou's insanely good at it.
I have
I
never
don't think-
played pickleball.
Yeah, I've never played pickleball.
Oh, it's easy. I feel like Ryan, you'd be good at it, especially with your skills at
Is it-
ping pong.
Is it basically just literally like tennis on a smaller scale?
Yeah, or ping pong on a bigger scale.
I'll vouch for
And
that.
the pickleballs are kind of like wiffle balls, just a little bit more. They have a little bit more aerodynamic. And the paddles kind of look like they're just like smaller wooden rackets, or depending on what type of material you use. And there's actual pickleball courts now. I mean, it's with a bunch of old. It's like it started with a bunch of old people who play stationary. A lot of the younger people. I mean, these are like fossils who are playing this, like 90 years old or up, maybe 70 or up. I don't know. But people our age are like running around, like diving after balls and stuff. Like old people are just, yeah, keep that in. They're sticking balls in each other's faces, hitting them over in the kit.
I thought you said no politics, man.
Damn it, I've done it twice now. Fudge. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Again, your host, Vince Ryan, Eric, Will, who's not with us, he'll be back. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Click the notification bell. Follow us on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Donate to our Patreon so we can help give you more content. We can build this. And yeah, we enjoyed doing this and hope to bring you some more stuff. We have plenty to talk about. And of course, going through the different seasons for sports. Right now, we're in the start of the Major League Baseball season. We have the NHL and the NBA about to hit the playoffs. So that's a lot of interesting content to talk about. Stay tuned for the next sport episode. We're going to be talking about hockey specifically and some individual accolades and achievements and milestones that certain players in the NHL had. So stay tuned for that.
Definitely comment below if you have any topics you think that we should do.
Yes, absolutely. And comment below also, where would you vote? In person versus on TV, the sports that you prefer, one or the other. All right. Deuces.